Sharon Graham deal a devastating blow to Starmer as Labour Party brave themselves for perfect storm. Keir Starmer's Labour Party has been dealt a devastating blow as the camp could lose a major part of its war chest. Unite, the party's main union backer, has announced it is cutting political funding in order to divert money to campaigns. Although Labour is expected to receive a major cut, Sharon Graham, the union's General Secretary, said Unite would still pay £1 million in affiliation fees. Speaking to The Guardian, she said, "There's a lot of money that we use from our political fund where, actually, I'm not sure we're getting the best value for it." She added, "The fact that I am being quite robust is because Labour needs to talk about workers, needs to defend workers and needs to defend communities." Unite is currently Britain's largest private sector union, having been formed back in 2007 by the merger of Amicus and the Transport and General Workers Union. Unite's former leader, Len McCluskey, had already reduced the union's fiscal commitment to Labour when Sir Keir Starmer took over as party leader last year. Mr McCluskey was a major ally of Sir Keir's predecessor, Jeremy Corbyn, when he served as leader of the party from 2015 to 2020. This week, the Labour Party saw a major political reshuffle, seen by many as a wide swing to the right. Ms Graham heralded the reshuffle as white noise. She further decried the absence of a shadow Secretary of State for Employment Rights and Protections, stating it is not a good signal for the party. Ms Graham missed out on the Labour Party conference earlier this year to focus on industrial disputes, but said she had met Keir Starmer. In a more recent spat, the Unite leader clashed with London's Labour Mayor, Sadiq Khan. Last weekend, Ms Graham claimed Mr Khan's tube strike, which saw thousands of disgruntled commuters arriving late to the office, was unnecessary and caused widespread disruption. She tweeted, "Workers are turning away from Matthew Labour when a Labour mayor attacks workers. It's about time the Mayor of London did the right thing and stood up for workers, not just at election time but when it matters." On another interview, Stephen Fielding, Professor of Political History at the University of Nottingham, said that this means money is the only power she has over Labour. He questioned what benefit the withdrawal of funds might have for Unite, given that the organisation depends on the Labour Party for influence in the UK. Vitally, he said that it might actually hurt the trade union and attract outside donors who are not on board with the further left aspect of Labour, similar to what happened under Tony Blair and New Labour. Professor Fielding said, "This is not going to do Labour any good in the short to medium term. But really, who's going to be hurt by it? In the end, it's going to be the trade unions, because they need a Labour government as much as Labour needs trade union money. The more Labour looks like it could be a possible party of government, then there will be other people who step in. Not trade unions, but the kinds of people who stepped in under New Labour, rich individuals who have left-wing sympathies." Ironically, if a far-left trade union leader says we're not going to back Keir Starmer, actually, there will be some people who might think that is the kind of Labour Party I would like to back. She's got her own agenda, and it might hurt her more than she thinks in the long run. Mr McCluskey, who was a vehement supporter of Jeremy Corbyn, had already reduced Unite's financial commitment to Labour by 10% after Sir Keir became Labour leader. He was angry over Labour's direction under Sir Keir, with a Unite source in October 2020 saying the organisation felt he and his team were just not listening. At the time, Sir Keir said he enjoyed strong relations with Unite. It is unclear to what extent his communication with Unite under Ms Graham has continued. She skipped the Labour Party conference in September to focus on industrial disputes. While she has met Sir Keir, she claimed that Westminster's obsession with party rules and whether there was tax cut on champagne during the budget was a sign of how out of touch politicians have become. "I don't know what world they're living in, but they don't live in the one I'm living in, because in the one I'm inhabiting, people are frightened," she said. "They feel that they don't know what's happening next. They are angry. They are in pain. And the idea that the politicians can't get their act together and start talking about what to do about it I find outrageous."